Hey everybody, well I've set these together. Man, look at that core right there. A lot of impacts on that. I think they was using this to chop with or something, because it just shattered right here. And then here's another one, like a crude knife. I mean, all these were found together right here. My wife just gave me a call and I was talking to her, and I started just like standing here and just looking around at every little detail. And I found this while I was talking to her. It's some kind of like a little tool. Got that little end on it right there. It's got a high medial ridge, uniface, but it's got this funny end on it. But there's the first few artifacts of the day right there. I mean, those aren't Clovis points, but still pretty nice little finds right there. Everything's frozen to the ground. I mean, it makes it hard to even walk. You know, it's rough. At least if the ground was muddy, I mean, it would be soft and not so hard on my feet. But I'm gonna keep giving it a shot here. I don't know how much of this I'll keep hunting. I really don't, because when the ground's like this, it's just so hard to get, you know, a point up off the ground. And if it's half buried, you know, I don't want to damage the thing. So, I mean, everything's just extremely frozen. But, you know, I've got great sign on the ground. I mean, I'm right back here at the spot where I found my last really nice upper Mercer point. See what I mean? Look at that, how it snapped up off the ground. Those are plow strikes. You know what I mean? That's damaged. That's not napped. Those are impact strikes. This was probably right there is some use wear. So this is an artifact, but it's pretty heavily damaged. Very heavily damaged. And as you can see, you know, just great material all over the ground. So I'm gonna hit it here. On a day of, you know, less than ideal conditions, but, you know, I have to get out and do something. I need a break from life for a moment, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm getting out here and getting away from it for a little while, everybody. Sometimes a guy needs a break. Things can be overwhelming in life at times. Everything seems to be going great, and then all of a sudden an avalanche can happen of just bad luck, extremely bad luck. And I'm not talking about bad luck for myself, just bad luck in general to the people in my life around me. There's been a lot this week, I'm going to tell you. Ooh. But anyways, I'm trying to enjoy myself today, so I'm going to not think about that too much, you know. Yeah, too much on my mind. I need to just hunt, and that way I can. That might be a waller knife right there. Look at that end. See what I'm saying? Just did a little bit in my foot. That's what it is. Waller knife. That's a good artifact there. Waller knife made out of some Nelly Gray. Local material. Yep. Now, Waller knives are supposed to be down south, but I'm going to tell you something right now. The early archaic peoples, there was a migration of. Here we go, everybody. I got something. Oh my gosh, man! That would have been just. Look at that, big knife form's what it is. That'd have been awesome. Well, they can't all be full, I guess, but you know, when you see, that's all you can see, and you jerk on it in live pool, right? And then, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. No one said all this is perfect. No one said every time you pull on something, it's full. I touch a ridiculous amount of flint. I don't know if anyone's touched as much. You know, I ain't playing. Hey everybody, I think I got my best find so far. Everything's been broken, and I had one I thought was great, and It was frozen in the ground. I urinated on it. It's the only way to get it up off the ground if everything's frozen. I know it sounds disgusting, but urine is sterile, and well, you know, I probably got it on my hands. Oh well. But this is a knife form. I think it's like a cortex, or you can see like limestone. It's not damaged, there's limestone right there. So this is a full piece. There might be like a plow nick right here, but it's like fire popped out and they left it like that. It could have been shafted, but then again, maybe not. It might be the little tip. See that? There could be a little tip of that missing. Probably is. But there's pretty good work on this. It's made out of Nelly gray. Heavy napping right there. You know, they could have shafted that into something. But then again, it could be a handheld knife. But there you go. First pretty, you know, I would say, it's just about the same class as those other pieces I showed earlier. It's not really all that great. You know, I can't make a mountain out of a molehill, but it's a decent artifact. There you go, everybody. See you. Sorry about that. I shut that off. I didn't flip it over. I mean, look, you can look at there's like banding lines, and that's how this Nelly gray stuff is. You can see there's a seam, I think, of limestone running through it. Yeah, horizontally across the blade. You can see clearly there's cortex right back here. It's limestone, and there's a fossil inclusion. So yeah, I flipped it over. It's kind of cool. You know, it's not a million, but you know, it's a nice find. Okay, there you go. Want to give you more. Better look at it. Somebody made this a long time ago. It's worth showing. See ya. Everybody. Well, I just got one out of here. Right there where it come out of. I'd kicked the heck out of it. You can see scuff mark kept kicking beside it. And it's come up on out of there. It's a big preform. It's what it is, guaranteed. There's no secondary work on this piece at all. They got it down to this. I mean, you can see a few places where they've struck on it. Right here. I guess that'd probably be about the platform of this piece. You can see a little work, but not very much. So I'd say that's what that is, preform. Yep. So another one in the pocket. See you. Well, gosh darn it. I tell you what, I've walked a long ways just to find this broken point. Man, it would have been a smoke or two. Black Coshocton. It's pretty darn nice. Hey, check that out. I mean, everything's frozen. I really didn't know how this was going to work out. But, well, at the very worst, I can go down here and get that sign. And I've got cork whiskey, slick whiskey bottles all over in here. You wouldn't believe it. I'm talking probably hundreds. I mean, it might sound nuts, but I don't keep them. But it was tough. So what I've done was I got me a little spot. There was a rock here, and I got the rock to flip out so I got started a little bit. Then I took the shovel to it, and I started taking off, like, you can see it, big chunks, you know, getting that frozen stuff off of there. And I took a frozen chunk off here. I already touched it, but I put it back where I found it. Right in there. Man, look at the color of this cork bottle. What a smoker. Look at it. You can see on the bottom where in the mold, it's an old one. It's got like uneven. Right here, it's like it was like a bubble in the glass. Long, like streaky bubble. Man, that's a nice cork bottle now. There's no chips on the rim. Man, that's going to be a great display. Nice one. Cork bottle there, buddy. First one of the day. And I'm right back here. You can see right there's the old car. That emerald oil come from right in there. One of these days, I'm going to go back into here and dig real deep. Because that's where I found embalming fluid bottles and some really old milks in there. I mean, really, I had a day where I found like 8 milk bottles, and probably out of the 8, 6 of them were embossed, and it was right there in that pit. Yeah, there's like a hole there, and it goes way deep, but everything that's in it's like melted. It got real hot. They were throwing coal slag or straight up coal down in here to get it hot to burn everything. I don't know, but it seems like everything that was in there was about annihilated. You know, I might have found them 8 milk bottles, but you know how many other broken ones I found out of there? You wouldn't believe it. But yeah, nice first score of the day. Just a great color to it, man. Almost like a mason jar. I don't know, it's like a mix of, it's not quite like mason jar blue, but it's not quite aqua. It's like in the middle. It's a looker, man. That's a nice looking cork bottle. You can see, well, I went straight from the, you know, they were straight from the deal in there. Rock, but check this out. I didn't film this coming out of that field. Where is that? There he is. All right, check this out. Now it's like a knife. It's napped all the way around. Almost, you know. It's not a fluting channel, but it's like a knife. But then I got looking at it on the back. I thought, well, it's broke. No, it ain't. That's some kind of like perforator or something on the back of it. That's full piece. That's pretty darn nice. I found that on the way out. So, I mean, I guess that'd probably be the best thing I found out of that field all day, all in all. Once I clean that up, it'll look great. But, so there I go. I'm breaking into the ground there, buddy. Wish me luck. There's an old mason jar lid right there. I just love coming down into here because, you know, like I said, it's hard finding arrowheads this time of year. It really is. I mean, it is extremely hard. I mean, it's not easy, everybody. But, you know, you come to a place like this, I mean, I know I'm going to find something as long as I put the work in. And I always do, you know, I find stuff. So, I'll get back at it. See ya. Well, it ain't easy. This ain't the easiest day. But man, I tell you what, I ain't been here very long, to be honest. And I just landed another smoker of a cork bottle. Aqua Brick, Chicago, USA. But there's nothing on the face that says Foley and Company and Co. Smoker. Another good bottle, man. A good one. And what I say, you know, I've only dug up about 100 slick whiskeys. That was the second one I dug up. I might as well take it. I don't know what kind of day it'll be. And I got, you know, that was from the last trip. And down there on the other side of that stump, I've got about 20 bottles stacked up over there. But man, I love cork bottles, man. I mean, wow, that was a day maker, buddy. That was my nicest find so far. See ya. Well, everybody, this is a good hole, though. Atlas Mason's patent. I've never seen this jar before. Hey, everybody. Hold on a second. Gosh darn it. Alright, is that better? Crocs. I mean, man, it's just a killer. Like I told you, I gave up on this because they threw these great big man killers in here. But I'm telling you, this side of the dump's always been the better side of it. I mean, it runs all the way down and through here, but oh yes, midday maker. Look how great that the shape of this is in. I think this is this might be smaller than all the other ones I've been finding. Crystal Bottling Works, Big Badge Soda, blue bottle right there, but you can see where it come from right there. Here's a piece of, boy, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a foolish individual. I shouldn't have done that. That could have been catastrophic. Oh, Yep, got a big N embossed on the bottom of it, Newcomer's Town. That is a fantastic bottle, and it's in great shape, everybody. This one here got put in here, and it was in this it was in some very nice dirt, loose stuff. This might even be the best one of these I've got in my whole collection. Wow. Yep. I just love these, but I wish I could find more of those Coca-Cola, you know, Coshocton Coca-Colas that are badged in here. I've got one. I found about 20 of them broken or melted, annihilated down in that pit. But look at that. Right there's why I find funerary stuff. They were cutting tombstones and all the remnants of it. That's probably, I could probably use all that. If you look down through, there's all kinds of cut block, and I think right there in front of that stump was like a tombstone that they messed up in the process of making, and they threw it away. But man, you can see, look, there's an old can, and see that hole right there in it. I mean, this is good stuff, everybody. This did not get annihilated. Look, here's some copper wiring. Here's some more copper. So maybe, and I thought I saw a piece of telephone pole, chunks of it. So maybe, just maybe, we keep our fingers crossed, today would be an isolator day. Yet last time I cut a video, I was like, oh, expect some Crocs. Yeah, expect about 20 broken ones, because that's what I found, all broken. Man, not a bad start, everybody. It was all right. Daymaker, Newcomer's Town. Yep, that's still Coshocton County, everybody. So that's still, I consider that a local piece. My youngest son lives in Newcomer's Town. Yep. Well, there you go, everybody. See you. Well, there I got one, everybody. I've already touched it. Sloan's Liniment. Made in the USA. It's not embossed on the sides, but on the face it is. And I got another cork brown whiskey. Yeah, it's a rough a go here today. Not easy. Not easy. That ground it froze pretty thick. So that's all I can do is get into this little spot right here. Keep digging at it, see what happens. See you.